Okay, so in this video we are looking at given an object and its corresponding image for a reflection, how do we find the actual mirror line? Right, so remember, if you have a grid, XY axis coordinate system that's all labeled up, sometimes finding that line is pretty simple, especially if the mirror line is a horizontal or vertical line, right? But this is, in general, how do we find that mirror line? So we are using the idea that if we draw a line from the object to the image, the mirror line is going to be perpendicular to that. And also, the mirror line has to be in the exact middle of the distance between the object to the image, because the object and the image are both the same distance away from the mirror line. So what we're looking at is drawing a line between object and image and finding the perpendicular bisector. Now, because of the nature of it, you only have to do this with one set of points, but you can, use other points to double check. Okay, so let's say we join A to A prime, or we could even join C to C prime. That's a bit bigger, so you might be able to see. Right, let's do C to C prime. So we're going to join that. So this is our line that we're starting off, our line segment, and we want to find the perpendicular bisector of this line segment. Okay, so we take our compass, we're going to open it maybe about 3/4 of the distance between C and C prime, and then we're going to make our arcs now to find the perpendicular bisector. So remember, we keep the distance. Right, so you'll see here the arcs just barely intersect. So it's important to not do what I'm doing, which is to go over and try to extend the arc, try to draw the arcs, long in the first place, so you don't have to go over and try to redo it, because that could lead to problems and a lot of erasing and so on. Okay, and then we're going to join this here. So this here that I'm going to draw now, this is supposed to be our mirror line. Right. So if we look at it, right, we are seeing that looks like the mirror line there, right, perpendicular bisector, and it's going to be so for each of the points as well. Okay, so I just drew in the lines so that you will see, right, same distance away. Now this one looks a little bit off, and I think it's because my compass may have moved slightly, so this line is not exactly perpendicular, right? It's just going to highlight the importance of making sure your compass doesn't move throughout the construction, that you try to be as accurate as possible, because even a slight little difference could make a difference in your final construction here, where it's actually visible that it does not look quite perpendicular or quite the equal distance that it's supposed to. Okay,